So, Formula One fans, I just posted a video about my personal thoughts on the new regulations, and I had yet another thought, more of a comparison, really. So, I'm an American. I live in America, and growing up, was a big motorsport fan. Not only Formula One, but NASCAR. My brother and I were huge NASCAR fans as well growing up, and I think Formula One is really starting to fall down the rabbit hole that NASCAR did. 2007 was the peak of NASCAR's kind of popularity in America, and it started to really become embedded in just pop culture in general in the United States. So that was 2007. I think honestly, Pixar's Cars coming out in 2007 had a huge help with that. But I mean, 2007, you look back in NASCAR 2007, the cars were iconic. The Gen 4 cars were iconic. The paint schemes, which over here in America, we don't call them liveries, we call them paint schemes. Paint schemes were iconic. Like everything about that sport was just peak. It was incredible. After the 2007 season, NASCAR started implementing different things. They came up with the car of tomorrow. They got rid of the chase and they went to a playoff system, thinking that that was going to create incredible racing. And it all the combination of all those things that they put in actually tanked their viewership. And I remember I stopped watching NASCAR for a very long time after that happened. And I just genuinely hated all the things that they were putting into place that I loved from the early 2000s of NASCAR. I genuinely just disliked the sport. And now NASCAR is finally starting to listen to the fans. For this season, they got rid of the playoff system and they're going back to the chase, which was put in place I think in like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. The chase was put into place. So they're finally bringing that back. They're bringing back the purity that was the NASCAR sport rather than making it really gimmicky. And because of that, there have been a little bit of influx of fans watching NASCAR again. I know I have started really paying close attention to NASCAR this season. I was stoked that they brought back the chase. I was so happy that they put the final race of the season back in Miami instead of Phoenix. And they're just implementing a lot of other things that, what made this sport great back in the early 2000s. And they're getting rid of all the gimmicky stuff. And I think, honestly, Formula One needs to take a page out of NASCAR's playbook. They're following down that path. They need to pump the brakes before they get there and to chase purely just TV ratings because they're going to completely alienate the people who originally loved this sport, the pure motorsport fans. And they're going to completely alienate the pure Formula One fans for trying to just chase TV ratings. And I'm worried that Formula One is starting to fall down that pathway that NASCAR did.